I just took everything as it came, day by day. And when I turned 21, in my 21st speech, I actually told his father, and I was like, thank you for raising the man of my dreams, and I'm definitely going to get married to him one day.
They ain't gotta believe in you. As long as you believe in yourself. Never let how they feel about you change how you feel about yourself. Make the world respect your greatness. Make the world respect your greatness.
Yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Oh yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Oh yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Oh yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Yeah.
Make the world respect your greatness.
Oh yeah.
Let it make the world respect your greatness. Don't you ever keep your dreams waiting. I ain't trying unless I'm trying to make it.
Relationships are tough. They're really difficult, and sometimes holding on to some that are toxic can actually cost you so much. Today we speak to Kelly, an aspiring and passionate young lady from Cape Town who experienced this, and with holding on almost cost her life. Join me inside.
So at that time, nothing really went through my mind because I'd met him on 4 occasions before that. And at the time, he was in a relationship, I was in a relationship, so I wasn't really thinking anything other than he's actually quite cute. I just took everything as it came, day by day. And when I turned 21, in my 21st speech, I actually told his father, and I was like, thank you for raising the man of my dreams, and I'm definitely going to get married to him one day. Not knowing that we would end up being together for 9 years. In the first 5 months, yes, there was definitely that was the start of it. Like, he was just the perfect guy for me. Everything that I had hoped for and wanted in a guy, he had it. So, of course, that thought of the fairy tale wedding, oh, this is the one I want to get married to, it was there for a very long time. My friends and my family adored him. So it wasn't really difficult to get them to get along, and they loved him. You know, when you go into a new relationship, you always think about, oh my word, is my friends gonna get along with him? Is he gonna get along with him? So it was really easy for me in that regard.
Do you think that he was maybe pretending to be extra nice for them to like them?
I don't think so. I don't think so. He was, one thing about him, he's always himself. Because I've gotten to know him, he does know him, he's not fake. But they've also always just stuck with me through everything. They were always giving that advice, always listening. They were just there through everything. And when it comes to him, they were very accepting. Like I said, they loved him, and everybody always said, he's the one for you, he's the perfect guy for you. All of my friends. When I met him, I'm not gonna lie, I fell head over heels. And like I say in a lot of my testimonies, I always say that I basically gave up my God and my love for God to satisfy him. But for the first 4 years, it was fine because he was that God-fearing man that I've always wanted. And everything just changed. The biggest downside for me that started really eating at me was when I met him. He was a devoted church boy, and we would go to church on a Wednesday, we would go to church every Sunday. And as a female, thinking before I got into the relationship, you obviously always think about the type of guy you want to be with. And I grew up in the church, and that was just perfect for me because here we're going to church together, we're praying together. And as the years went on, it's like there was a complete 360. It slowly but surely really started getting to me, because I was like, I really want a God-fearing man, somebody that I'm able to go to church with, somebody that I'm able to say, look, let's pray together. And when he was, I would say, he's very into like science and Buddha and all those things. It got to me because then I obviously started thinking further than marriage, because when you get married, then you think about children, you think about all these things. And what was playing on my mind all the time was, I don't want to put my kids in a situation where their dad's a non-believer and I'm a believer, and every Sunday I go alone to church with the children, but the father's at home. And that just manifested into something so big. And because I loved him and cared for him so much, I held on for another 5 years, thinking that I could get him back to that space where we can go to church together, where we can pray together, where we can read the Bible together. And unfortunately, I just believe that God placed him in my life for a reason, because where I see myself now, I've learned so much from that. I know that I want a God-fearing man, and I'm not going to give up at that. I'm just not going to settle for anything right now.
As long as you believe in yourself. Never let how they feel about you change how you feel about yourself. Make the world respect your greatness. Make the world respect your greatness.